Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to work on the Roxy's weekly challenge for week 50. And this time it is tags with a hidden tuck. I kind of think of them more as like tag pockets, but that's what Rachel called them, is tags with a hidden tuck. So I hope everyone's doing well today and had a chance to do something creative. I'm going to see if I can get this whole stack done. I've kind of gotten started on doing some of the gluing, but I took a sheet of Rachel's digitals and I've trimmed it down to be the width that I want it to be, and then I've started doing my folds just so I kind of don't forget what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so first off, I'm going to take the top and fold this over to strengthen the paper. I printed on lighter weight paper this time, and run my glue stick along that edge so it can start to dry. Okay, so I have that done. And then I'm going to use the white space that I have on this side as kind of a little gusset. So let me fold this in. Of course, you can use your, oh golly, why can I never think of what that thing is called? Your paper creaser. That's not what it's called. You know what I mean. To get the fold on that just right. I'll fold that over just a little bit more here so that it kind of sort of lines up ish. Yeah. Okay, so we have that side. Now I'm going to fold the bottoms up. Rachel did hers kind of more assembly line style, where she did all the same things at once, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get this one done and then move on to the next one. I'm not feeling organized enough today to do everything all at once. And I'm going to trim the corner on this just a little bit, and then I'm going to trim in here just a little bit this fold so that we don't have it binding. And then let's see, which side do I want? Actually, I probably should trim that off and use this side. Okay. Trim this here and here, just a little bit of an angle. Get rid of these. And then I'm going to come back and trim this part off because we don't need it to be doubled. To say it feels a little bit like winter, or as close to winter as we ever get here. This morning I think it was 39 when I got up, so let's see. Gusset on that side. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not sure that's 100% correct, but I'm going to run just a little bit. Oh, sorry, I have glue goobers on the art glitter glue. I'm going to run just a little bit of the art glitter glue along this bottom edge here, and then I'm going to run this along here to make sure that it stays, and then I'm going to run the glue down this edge and the outside edge. And then I'm going to, let's see, nope, I think I want that on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to do the flap at the bottom over the flap on the edge over here, and then I'm going to fold this over so that it's sort of straight-ish. I'm going to fold that in, burnish it down, put the pin back in the art glitter glue. And basically, there's our pocket that we'll make look like a tag. You can fold this down farther. I don't have anything pretty on the inside, so I didn't want to do that on mine. Also do, oh, I don't know if I have anything to use as a tab. On Rachel's, she put a little, like a file folder tab. This doesn't go, but for the sake of discussion at the moment, oh, it goes okay. You just make a little tab and put it up there. So, okay, there's one pocket done. Let's move on to another. And I've glued the top. And then for this one, I will just, having learned my lesson from the last one, trim this off. Excuse me. I'm still a little froggy this morning. I don't know. I'm beginning to think this cold may have come to live with me forever. And I am not a fan. I am so not a fan. Every morning I wake up ready to pronounce myself well, and then that seems to not be the case. So let me burnish these. Make sure I have this lined up better than I had the last one lined up. Do make really pretty little pockets, and I think they'll be super fun to do a big tag and put in. So I love to do a big tag. So excuse me, goodness. Okay, let's get the bath pin. Pin bathtub. There we go. And we'll go. Oh gosh, I should have brought some coffee up with me. So do the bottom tab. Hi, City. You can lay in the window. Okay, bud. My kitty, Sid, has come to visit. Okay, let's do that. Let's put the pin in here. And then I'll fold it over. Line it up-ish. And there we go. There's the front, and here's the back, which would be a great space to journal on if you wanted to. Okay. I did not get that very straight, so let's trim that a little bit. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Get a sip of water and see if that will help. Seem to do pretty well, but then when I start, if I exert myself, like I came up and was rushing around to get everything off my desk so I could do the video while my husband is out at a training this morning. I thought he was going to be gone longer, and then as he was leaving, he said, oh, he'd be gone a couple hours. So I thought, oh, I should run up and get this video done. Okay, so let's fold this over. Then let me fold this over. Straight as I can. This is a long skinny one, but that's kind of cool. A little bit different shape. And this will be my front. So, okay, now that I have this side, let's trim this off. But anyway, when I exert myself, I seem to get kind of congested again, so I don't know. Of course, our air quality here in the Phoenix area is terrible, and it was supposed to be a no burn weekend, no fire pits, no fireplaces, no anything like that. But having lived here as long as I have, I know people do not pay any attention to that. If they want to have a fire, they just have a fire. And those of us with sensitive breathing systems suffer because of it. Okay, so I'll go here along the inside of that little tabby there, on the outside of this little tabby here. And you don't necessarily have to do the little tab, but it does give you a little bit easier access to and from what you're going to put in the pocket, what you're going to take out. So it gives it just a little bit more give. Okay. There. And this one. But I didn't do very well. I ended up at the bottom. Let me trim the bottom and try not to trim my fold. Okay, good. Phew. Okay, didn't trim the fold. Okay, got one more. So let's see if I can get this one done. And I've got it folded in half, not folded up. So let me fold up the bottom. I don't think Rachel did the little tab on the bottom, but since I had white all the way around on my printouts, I decided to just leave it. Let's try to get this a little bit better. The challenge of me trimming from the inside, I don't see the pattern of the paper. Okay, oh, yep. One more corner. Stick this here. But I recommend that you go over and watch Rachel's video and see what she created. She always does such a fantastic job. Okay, well, I don't know if I made that straighter or more crooked, but we'll see. Okay, let's get the glue going on this one. It's again along the inside edge. Along the bottom. And kind of along the outside edge. Across the top. This over. I think I'm not doing this the opposite way that I did it before. But I think it might prevent things from getting caught down in the corners. But, excuse me. Oh, goodness. This is such a long pocket. I don't know that that will ever be an issue. So, okay. So, whew, wow. Yeah, way crooked. Oh, it's okay. We'll trim it. We'll trim it. I'll trim it the royal we. Yes, it might be better to put the creases on your paper first. I don't know why I have a mental block against what those are called. Well, when I'm done with the video, I'll remember what it's called, and I can't even see my scoreboards. That's what they're called. Goodness. Sometimes my brain does not retrieve the information. Okay, so this is going to be the front of this one. This is the front of this one. This is the front of this one. And this is, yes, the front of this one. Okay, so, oh, I didn't get anything out to decorate with. Sorry, guys. I was just too excited about jumping in and getting started. Let's see, what do I have in here? There's some bits. What's this drawer? Let's try this little drawer. Okay. Don't know that I'm going to decorate all of them, but this one does need a little something, I think. Do I want to put that? No. Maybe I do want to put that. It's too long, though. Yeah, we'll trim it. Let me get the paper trimmer. I'm going to use my scissors. I'll just do kind of, as Rachel says, a little whizzy fussy cut around this. Try to go quickly. And just capture the label part of this. Oh, sorry, my chair is creaky this morning. My chair is creaky. My voice is froggy. Gracious. I'm in a state, I tell you. I am ready to be back to normal. Keep that. So let's see, do I like this? I think I do like that. So let's get the glue stick out and put that on there. Oh, we did have a semi-busy weekend. We had a very busy Saturday because we did the birthday party for my sister, and that was super fun. You hear me speak about my friends at Mingle and Gray's, a restaurant here in Chandler that we just love. We had them cater the sandwiches, so we picked up the sandwiches, and then we had Simply Cheyenne. I'm sure I've mentioned too, another local Chandler business. She did the cake, which was gorgeous, but I have to say, most stressful part of my day was cutting the cake. I don't know why I didn't draft somebody else to do that beforehand. I need to learn that lesson going forward, that I need to make that somebody else's job before it suddenly becomes my job. The cake was 6 tiers and like 8 inches, 6-8 inches around. So it was tall, kind of a column cake. Absolutely beautiful. But, you know, I'm kind of like old school cake girl. And Cheyenne told me how to cut it. So it's not that she didn't give me the instructions. She did, but it was still really stressful for me to cut it. And of course, everyone was standing around watching me, so that didn't help. But anyway, got it done, and it did really well right up until the very end, and then it was cake falling over kind of thing. But anyway, the cake was just delicious. My sister enjoyed it. She chose a red velvet cake, so she was very happy with that. Everybody seemed pretty much to like the sandwiches that I chose, so it was a good thing. And we had plenty of food. I was afraid we were going to run out of food. I am my mother's daughter. My mother always wanted to make sure she had more than enough food for everybody. And that would have been like the most crushing blow to my mother if somebody left her house hungry because she ran out of food. That would have just absolutely broken her heart. But of course that never happened. And didn't happen on Saturday either. We had leftovers, so it was all good. But it was a busy day. We were over early picking up the cake so we could take that with us. It's my sister's, when we had it at my niece's house. It's about an hour and between an hour and 20, an hour and 45 minutes, depending on the traffic. So then we had to buzz down there, and then, so there's the front. Here's the back, which I'm going to leave plain in case they want to write on it. Do I have anything? What did I do with all my scraps? Kind of straightened up. No, I didn't straighten up. I moved things the other day, and now I don't know where all my scraps went. Let's see. Well, I have a bunch of whale tails punched somewhere, but I keep moving them around, and then of course I forget what I've done with them. Oh, I do have this little piece of straw paper. Let's give this a try and see if that will work as a tab. Let's see. Don't want it to be the full length, so maybe tab side. Then I can put it on here. Is it going to be deep enough? No, I don't think it's deep enough. No, it's too narrow. Okay. Wow, yeah, I really don't have anything handy that's not going to create some sort of a craft-a-lanch for me to dig out. I'm sure there's probably things in this bin, in this box that I could use, but nothing that's going to be really easy to grab out. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Okay. Probably not the best of color choices, but it's okay. There is some red in this. Let's grab the paper cutter and cut a little piece off of this. Let's see. Or do I have the... Yes. Yay, I do have my whale tail punch handy. I've designated a spot on the shelf to be a place for tools, but then I stacked things in front of it, so. Doesn't really make my tools as easy to get to as I was hoping when I made that space designation. Let's see, do I want this to be on the front of the tab or on the back of the pocket? Let's see. I think I'm going to put it on the front. So there's just just an idea for how you can indicate that there's a little hidden space in this long pocket. That doesn't really look a lot like a pocket. Okay, let's do this. And we'll sort of center-ish. Of course, this is going to be really tall, so this would call for a really tall journal if you were going to put it in a journal, or a really big envelope if I send it in Happy Mail. But there you go. There's one done. Put the pin back in here. Oh, gracious. Easier said than done as usual. Let's see, what else do we have? Did the long one. Let's do one of the shorter ones. Let's see. Let's try. Very, very crooked. Okay. Well, then that's going to be upside down. So no, that's not going to work. Let's see. Oh. Oh, that'll kind of work. Still Tim Holtz label. I'll put glue on about half of it. And then we will attempt to center, or center-ish. There. There we go. Let's see, do I want anything else on here? That's a really pretty piece of paper. Doesn't stand out enough. Let's see. What else do I have? Something. Oh well. No, I don't want to do label. Let's try one of these butterflies. Let's see. Do that, or do I just want to do the die cut? I think just the die cut. Okay. Just put a few dots of glue around here to try to hold it down. Not a lot of decoration, but just a little bit. Let's see, do I have a black pen? So I can add the antlers, as my friend Gail would say. There we go. A little bit darker. Yeah, I think that one's good. Okay, so here's 2 done. Let's look at this one. Nope. I like the circle, but there's no red in this at all, so probably not the best choice. I think that's the only circle one I have, at least the only circle one that's floating to the top in my little bits bin over here. Let's see. So not a lot of variety in the ones that I've made, but gives you an idea. Oh, and I've kept you here way too long. I apologize, I lose track of time. It's very fun project. As always, I enjoy these challenges. And they do always challenge me. Okay. I know I got way too much glue on this, so actually, let me just take a little tissue and kind of spread that out. I was a little too generous with the art glitter glue there. Okay, so let's put this here. And you can also trim the corners if you want to on yours. I think I'll wait and see when mine find the place that they're going to live, or the function that they're going to have. These little ones will most likely be Happy Meal. Okay, so we got one long one decorated and the short one decorated a little bit. And this short one decorated a little bit. And the other long one, we didn't get decorated, but we got the pocket shape made. So there you go. There's 4 for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to have a comment. I still can't figure out why I'm not getting comments from folks, but you know, I would love to hear from you. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me again in the future. And for now, I will say bye-bye.